Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Detman here, courtside at the Acuity Fieldhouse inside the West Bend High School's campus. Girls basketball action here on West Bend Community Television. Features the Homestead Highlanders coming in at 18-3 overall and 14-1 in the North Shore Conference. Square off against the West Bend West Spartans coming in with a 3-17 record and 2-13 in the North Shore Conference. The last time these two teams met was back on January 7th in Mequon again at Homestead. And it was the Highlanders winning that game 64-31. Leading the way in that game was Lexi Williams for 10 points for the Spartans. Now Madison Fitzgibbon and Delaney Buzzle each had 15. Just about ready to tip this one off here in the closing stages of the regular season of the girls basketball season, and we are underway, and Homestead gets the opening tip. Homestead will start with number 5, Natalie Miller, number 12, Caitlin Odom, 14, Zoe Miller, number 23, Delaney Buzzle, and number 33, Madison Fitzgibbon. And the first foul of the game is called, and that's going to be on number 12, Sarah Raymer. Going to the line is going to be number 5, Natalie Miller. Miller's first attempt is up and good. Miller this season averaging 11 points per game. She's a 58.1% free throw shooter. Miller's second attempt is off the mark, but Homestead comes down with the rebound. Now Fitzgibbon, long three. She's got the range for it. Tipped underneath. Underneath is Lexi Williams for the Spartans, and West will get their first chance on offense. Spartans' first 5 is number 1, Natalie Block, number 12, Sarah Raymer, 14, Lexi Williams, 15, Kyra Pearson, and number 21, Kira Guzzi. Williams works down the baseline. Long pass, not able to connect with Natalie Block, and that's going to be a turnover for the Spartans. Just underway here at the Acuity Fieldhouse. It's 1-0 Homestead. Homestead into the front court. Fitzgibbon, a freshman, already has a Division I offer from UWM. She's going to be the one to watch. She dons number 33 in red. Miller has the ball, now gives the drag with her left hand, now kicks it out. Now Miller wide open underneath. Can't get that one to go. Battle for the rebound underneath. Looked like that was Pearson and Miller underneath, and the ball's going to go off of Pearson, and Homestead is going to retain possession. Inbound to Fitzgibbon, guarded by Pearson. Ball given up to Buzzle, excuse me. It's Caitlin Odom, now to Buzzle. Long three, off the mark, no good, tipped, and that's going to be tipped out of bounds. West Bend West is going to get the ball. 1-0 Homestead. Just a minute 20 has wound off the clock here in the first half. Homestead showing a full court press here. Pearson gets it across the timeline, now guarded closely. Nice bounce pass, wide open to the Spartans. Now it is to Natalie Block. She can't get that shot to go. Homestead gets the rebound, pushes it up court. Fitzgibbon up off the glass, no good, but there is a foul. And Fitzgibbon will go to the line for 2 free throws. Lexi Williams is called for the foul, her first. Madison Fitzgibbon, again, a Division I offer as a freshman for the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. And Fitzgibbon's first free throw is good. She'll get a second one, averaging 19.5 points per game coming in this season. She is a 76% free throw shooter. And she makes the second, stretches the lead to 3-0, all 3 points on free throws here so far for the Highlanders. Highlanders pressure the Spartans in the backcourt. Now Pearson gets it into the front court. Now double teamed in the corner. Turnover. Homestead comes down with it. That's Buzzle. Brings it across the half-court stripe. Nearly travel. Gets it to Fitzgibbon in the corner. That shot is off the mark. Raymer with the rebound. Then loses the handle. And that ball's going to go out of bounds. Homestead's going to get the basketball. 2 minutes and 8 seconds wound up off the clock here so far. 3-0 Homestead. Bounce pass into the post, and they cannot connect, and that's going to go to the Spartans. Both teams have 2 games left in the regular season after tonight. After tonight, the Highlanders have the tougher of the two schedules. They are at 11-4. They host 11-4 Grafton, are in at Cedarburg, 14-1 to end the regular season. Spartans will finish up at Hartford on the 15th and host Port Washington on the 17th. And after that, we get into postseason play. Fitzgibbon has the ball, guarded by Pearson, swings it into the right wing to Miller, now to Buzzle. Kind of loose defense here by the Spartans. Zoe Miller, bounce to Miller. Now Fitzgibbon has it. Cross court, that is to Odom. Guarded by Williams. Nice inward pass here by the Highlanders. That is to Delaney Buzzle, and that is the first field goal for either team. 5-0 Highlanders, just about 15 minutes left here in the opening half. West tried to inbound it, got the ball deflected, and it went off of Natalie Block, and it is a turnover for the Spartans, and Homestead's going to get the ball right back. Checking in for the Spartans is number 22, Paige Guzzi. She's a freshman, 5'7". Averages 8.4 points per game for the Spartans. Fitzgibbon shuffled. I thought it was a travel. No call. Now Buzzle with the right hand. Another shuffle of the feet. I thought that was travel. That one wasn't called. Nonetheless, Homestead can't come down with the bucket. And the Spartans go back on offense. Into the front court. Paige Guzzi just checked into the game. Raymer now gives it up to Williams. Williams tightly defended. Puts up the shot with the left hand up off the glass. And Lexi Williams gets the Spartans out of the goose egg. It's now 5-2. Homestead 14-25 and counting left here in the opening half. That is Caitlin Odom. Long three, no good. Coming down is Kira Guzzi with the rebound. Gives it to Paige Guzzi now across the center half court line. Williams with the left-hand dribble, bounce pass. It's to Paige Guzzi. It's to Kira. Holds it in front here of the Homestead bench. Kira with the right-hand dribble, gets it into the paint. Pass is knocked away, picked up by Homestead. Quick, fast break here by the Highlanders. Miller can't get that one to go. Lexi Williams comes down with the rebound. Homestead pretty cold from the field here to start this game. Natalie Block with it, tightly guarded. That is by Buzzle. Gets the ball knocked away. Scramble for it underneath. Jump ball. The possession arrows going to favor the Spartans. Checking in for the Highlanders is number 10, Eva Brandenburg. And number 20, Grace Zortman will check in for the first time tonight for the Highlanders. Brandenburg averages 4.2 points per game. She's a sophomore. And Zortman is a freshman, averaging 5.6 points per game. Inbound pass to Lexi Williams. Left-hand dribble, about 6-footer, no good. Ball is knocked out of bounds, and it is going to go to the Highlanders. Slow start for both teams in this one. Homestead scores at a nearly 65 points per game clip. I only got 5 here with only about 5 minutes left here, or wound off here in the first half. Now Natalie Miller, long three. That one is short, and West is going to let this one go out of bounds. Kyra Pearson, and that's going to be Evelina Wolfe is going to check in for the first time. Wolfe averages just 1.4 points per game. She's a senior. Now Pearson has the basketball. Homestead pressuring in the backcourt. That's Paige Guzzi, gets it across and into the timeline. Mackenzie Rolfe recently just checked into the game. Rolfe averages 2.3 points per game coming into tonight. Pearson had to pick up the dribble, gave it up. Kira Guzzi tried to get the pass, mishandled it. She didn't think, she thought the ball may have been knocked out of her hands. Official called the travel anyways. And it's going to be another turnover for the Spartans. Zoe Miller brings it into the front court for the Highlanders, and she gets it to Zortman. Eva Brandenburg on the far side. Now that is to Grace Zortman in the far corner. Emma Wolfe has a bounce pass to the left. Zortman now gets it underneath. It's like Eva Brandenburg was trying to get it to Zoe Miller. And the ball goes out of bounds, but off of a West player, and the Highlanders are going to retain possession. Lexi Williams checks back in after a quick breather. Homestead quickly brings it inbounds, swings it from right to left all the way around the circle. And Homestead's going to get called for the travel. 12-18 left here in the opening half, just a 5-2 score in favor of the Highlanders. Again, Homestead averaging close to 65 points per game, but off to a slow start here offensively. Oop. That was close to a carry by Mackenzie Rolfe. No call, ball knocked out, but the Spartans will hold on to possession. And that's going to be Paige Guzzi inbound in front of her bench. Kyra Pearson now tries to break the Homestead press. Homestead now collapses on Pearson. She's in trouble. Has to give up the ball. And the ball's going to stay with the Spartans. 12:02 left, opening half. 5-2 Homestead. Kyra Pearson gets it into the front court for the Spartans. Tightly guarded by the Highlanders. Nice inward pass. Lexi was calling for it, but the pass is knocked away. Homestead in the fast break. That's Eva Brandenburg. Up off the glass. That will go, and she is fouled. Brandenburg's going to go to the line for a chance for a three-point play. The foul is on Pearson. That's her first, the third on the team. So that's Brandenburg at the line. Let's get a chance to finish off the three-point play. Brandenburg is a 60% free throw shooter on the season. And that one is good to finish off the three-point play for the Highlanders, who now lead it 8-2 with 11:45 and counting left here in the opening half. Guzzi, tightly guarded, has to give it up. Homestead defense creates another turnover with that press. Now Striffling brings it into the front court, has the ball knocked away by Pearson. Pearson gets into the front court, stops and waits for her offense to catch up. Now Spartans set up into their half-court offense. Pearson, bounce pass. Now an in pass to Williams, double teamed in the post. Drop step for Williams, puts it up, no good. Williams got the rebound, then knocked away. And looks like Lexi Williams. Nope, check that. It's going to be a foul on Eva Brandenburg. So that's her first, and the first on the team for the Highlanders. Paige Guzzi inbounds the ball to Lexi Williams. Paige Guzzi has it on the far side. Now left-hand dribble, drives into the lane, stops. It's about 5 feet, stuck in the lane, puts it up, and Paige Guzzi gets her first 2 points of the game. And it's now 8-4 Spartans with 10:50 left in the opening half. Again, Homestead with a slow start in the shooting. It's keeping West in this one early. The far side, that's Zortman now to Zoe Miller. Miller swings it to her right. That's to Brandenburg. Homestead just working the perimeter here right now. Another shuffle of the feet, 15, Emma Wolfe. Now kicks it to, that is Grace Zortman. Zortman gets to the low post. Double, triple team down there, has to kick it out to the perimeter. Now Brandenburg drives the baseline. Kicks it to Zortman. Zortman now drives the lane. She will be fouled on the way to the basket. She'll get 2 shots at the free throw line. And the foul is going to be on Mackenzie Rolfe. That is her first, the fourth on the team. Going to the line is Eva Brandenburg. She's 1 for 1, now 2 for 2 from the line in that category. Again, 60% free throw shooter coming in. Brandenburg leads the way with all scorers with 4 points so far. Her second free throw is up and good. She's got 5 of the 10 points for the Highlanders. Natalie Block gets inbound. Now it's to Nakira Pearson. Pearson gets it across half court, then loses the handle. Homestead now into the fast break. Close to a travel, no call. Now here comes Homestead, 23. That's Delaney Buzzle. Drives and puts it in. Now it's 12-4. Homestead, 9:35 left here in the opening half. And we've got a timeout. This is going to be a timeout for the Spartans. 9:36 left here in the opening half. The Highlanders lead it 12-4. Before tonight's basketball game, West Bend West coach Joe Pittens grabbed the microphone and encouraged and asked fans here in the stands to donate. As you may remember, back in 2019, his wife, Annie Pittens, suddenly collapsed and passed away. It was initially ruled a heart attack, but an autopsy later revealed it was an aortic dissection, the same medical condition that claimed the life of her mother just 5 months earlier. It is a genetic disease, and as part of the fundraiser here that's going on tonight, this month is also American Heart Month. Fans were asked here to support the John Ritter Foundation, which is dedicated to the research and prevention of aortic dissections. Fans who are not here in attendance tonight but would like to make a donation to the John Ritter Foundation are asked to visit the website johnritterfoundation.org. And Grace Zortman gets 2 points out of the timeout for the Highlanders, and the Highlanders have quickly stretched this lead out to 14-4. So again, that is johnritterfoundation.org for anyone who would like to make a charitable contribution to help the prevention and research for aortic dissections. And John Ritter, if you remember, is the actor who passed away several years ago, best known for his work on the TV show Three's Company. Grace Sortman on the fast break gets another 2 points, and quickly Homestead has gotten out to an 8-0 run, and they stretch this one out to 12 points. West on the inbound, turns it over. Now Fitzgibbon, long jump shot, three-pointer. She's got the range to do it. Can't get that one to go down. Pearson struggled to handle the rebound, had to turn it over. Now Fitzgibbon gets it. Shot too strong, and that's Kira Guzzi on the rebound. West needs a couple baskets here. And stoppage, it's going to be a foul on Homestead. Looks like it's going to probably be on number 15, Emma Wolfe. As her first, the second on the Highlanders with 8:35 left here in the first half. 16-4 is the lead for the Highlanders. Homestead on an 8-0 run. And stoppage. The near official here blew the whistle. All right, looks like everything, whatever was the problem, has been straightened out. Oh. And we're back underway. Lexi Williams gets it, shakes off her defender, drives baseline, turnaround jumper. Nice looking little shot there by Lexi Williams. The Spartans needed that in the worst way to stop the 8-0 run by the Highlanders. It's 18-6 now. Highlanders over the Spartans with just about 8 minutes left here in the opening half. Cross court to Fitzgibbon. Wing shot for a three. Rolls off the basket. No good. And the Spartans come down with the rebound. I don't think they've updated the scoreboard yet. But here's a nice little drive. Little contact underneath. Paige Guzzi will come away with the 2 points. It's now 18-8. There we go. Now we're caught up on the scoreboard. So 2 straight baskets by the Spartans gets it back to an 8-point game. Now Fitzgibbon, long three in front of the West bench. That's no good. Rebound underneath. Bounces off the baseline, and the ball is going to go to the Spartans. Been watching tape earlier this week of Fitzgibbon. She has got some range. She is not afraid to pull up that jump shot from 4 or 5 feet beyond the 3-point line. So you really have to face guard her closely. You can't just stand at the 3-point line thinking she's just going to take the move up into the line and take the shot. She is willing and able to pull up that jump shot 5-6 feet from behind the line, which makes her a very difficult shooter to defend. Pearson gets in the front court. Now is double teamed on the far side. Gives it up. That is to Kira Guzzi. And basket, but they're going to wave it off. It is a travel underneath by the Spartans. Homestead will get the ball back. That was a nice looking shot by the Spartans with a chance to make it 6-point deficit. Fortunately, it just did not pan out. Cross court to Stella Kim. Now in pass 2, that is Delaney Buzzle. And Delaney has her third bucket. She's up to 6 points. She scored a season-high 15 points when these two teams last played each other back on January 7th. And the reach-in foul is going to be called here on the Highlanders. Delaney Buzzle is going to get called for the foul. Homestead thought maybe they had knocked the ball cleanly away, but that is not the case. So Paige Guzzi is going to inbound it on the far side. She gets it to Pearson. Pearson's a nice little ball handler. Picks up her dribble. Dangerous pass. Fitzgibbon picks it off. Now here comes Pearson from behind. She makes contact with Fitzgibbon. It's going to be a foul on the floor, so the team in the bonus. And this is going to be on Pearson. That is her second. And it's going to be the 5th on the team. West only has one more foul to give before they put Homestead in the bonus. Homestead has 4 fouls. Nice ball movement by the Highlanders. Ball's deflected. Natalie Miller comes back with it. Now Fitzgibbon, guarded by Wolfe. Cross court to Buzzle. Back cross court to Fitzgibbon. Right hand dribble. Another crawling cross court pass. Quick now into the corner. That is to Odom. Odom, 3 ball, no good. Battle underneath. Homestead comes down with it. Natalie Miller, wide open. Nothing but net for Natalie Miller, and that is her first 3 of the ball game, and that's a big one. 21-8. Homestead, 6:07 and counting left here in the opening half. Natalie Miller is one of these team's better three-point shooters at 33%. West, on the other end, cannot come back with it. Homestead gets it on after one shot attempt by the Spartans. Cross court, far side, that is the Buzzle. Rebound underneath. Homestead is winning the rebound battle, especially on the offensive glass. Long cross court pass. That's Fitzgibbon, long range 3-pointer. And she's got that. Now the Highlanders back-to-back 3-pointers. And they've stretched this game out now to a 24-8 advantage with 5.5 left in the first half. Battle on the floor, loose ball. It's going to be called a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Highlanders. And Homestead's going to get the ball back. Fitzgibbon leads this team in 3-point shooting at 38.4%. Overall, she shoots nearly 47% from the field. Zoe Miller crossed to Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon thought about the 3 from about 3 feet beyond the arc, decided to not. Bounce pass into the paint. That's Buzzle. Well guarded underneath. Kicks it out to Natalie Miller. Miller, that shot looked good, just did not go. Spartans come back with the rebound. Spartans looked a little disorganized, but they were able to reorganize and settle things down to get into their half-court offense. Lexi Williams with the left-hand dribble, spins, nice little spin move, contact and the foul. Williams gets that one to go. She's up to 6. She's got a chance for the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Caitlin Odom gets called for the foul. That is her first, 5th on the team here in the first half. Both teams just 1 foul short of being in the bonus. Lexi Williams at the free throw line. Lexi's first and free throw is good. Completes the 3-point play the old-fashioned way to improve on her 52% free throw percentage. 24-11, Homestead just over 4.5 left here in the opening half. Cross court, Fitzgibbon wide open. You can't leave that player open. Fitzgibbon drains the 3. She's up to 8, 27-11, favor of the Highlanders. Homestead really putting the backcourt pressure on the Spartans, and the Spartans are having troubles with it. Now Pearson goes coast to coast, shot too strong off the glass. And it's one and done for the Spartans. Homestead quickly back into the front court. Fitzgibbon now feeds it underneath. That is to Caitlin Odom, and Odom puts up the shot and good. 29-11. Homestead is really opening this one up now. Inbound, stolen by Homestead. Still a loose ball for it. And the foul is going to be on Homestead. Number 14 is Zoe Miller. That's the first on Miller, the 6th on the team. So the next foul by Homestead will put West in the bonus. Just under 4 minutes left here in the first half. Lexi Williams on the fast break on the other side. No good on the first shot. Gets a rebound, and Lexi Williams puts it back up. She is up to 9 of the 13 points for the Spartans. 29-13 Homestead. Fitzgibbon has the ball in front of the official on the far side. Striffling tried to set the screen. Long pass, almost went out of bounds. Now Brandenburg, bounce pass along the baseline. Fitzgibbon has it about 4 feet beyond the three-point line. That one's no good, but Brandenburg comes down with the rebound. Striffling has it the free throw line. Now it's Zoe Miller. Pass to Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon with the left-hand dribble. Nice little cross-court pass. Natalie Miller lines up for 3. She gets that. She's up to 7. And it's now a 19-point lead for Homestead. 32-13. 3 minutes even left here in the opening half. West into the front court. Able to retrieve the errant pass. Lexi Williams has it here in the near corner. Guarded by Striffling. Williams now inside the paint, puts it up, couple bounces on the rim, and Lexi Williams, she's in double figures already. She's got 11 of the 15 points for the Spartans. 2.5 minutes to go, 32-15 Homestead. Really good ball movement by Homestead. Now Spartans tried to show a little double team on Fitzgibbon. Brandenburg puts up the shot. That one falls short. Lexi Williams comes down with the rebound. Homestead not going to show pressure here, so West is going to calmly take the end of the front court. Now Paige Guzzi turns on the Jets, puts it just a little too strong off the glass. One shot and done again for the Spartans. Homestead quickly into the front court, Fitzgibbon into the near corner. Now she pulls up from about 7 feet. That one's no good. And Kyra Pearson now has the ball into the front court. Tries now bounce pass to Lexi Williams. Double teamed underneath. Contacts. She's fouled, and I imagine she's going to go to the line for 2. Foul's going to be on Lauren Striffling, her first, and it's the 7th on the team. So Lexi Williams is going to get 2 free throws here because it was a shooting foul. Williams puts up her first free throw, and that one is good. She's now 2 for 2 from the line tonight. Coming into the game, averaging 10.7 points per game. She's already passed that. She's got 12 here in the first half. She's a 52.2% free throw shooter. Lexi's second free throw hits the side iron. That one is no good. So it stays 32-16, 1:45 and counting left here in the first half. Far side, that's Emma Wolfe. Over to Grace Zortman. Zortman now bounce into Striffling. Striffling with the right-hand dribble. Well guarded underneath. Nice drop step. Really nice move by Striffling to create space and put that shot up. That's her first 2 points of the game. 34-16 Homestead here with 1:15 left in the opening half. Very fast-paced moving first half. West breaks the press, gets it into the front court. Lexi Williams underneath, puts it up. Contact, she's going to go to the line for 2 after the foul. And the foul's going to be on Striffling, her second, 8th on the team. So Lexi Williams goes back to the line. She's going to get another 2 shots at the stripe. Lexi's first shot just off the mark, no good. She'll get one more. Lexi Williams has 12 points. And it's Paige Guzzi has the other 4 for the Spartans here in the first half. Lexi's second free throw. That one's nothing but net. And coming in for Lexi is going to be number 21. That's Kira Guzzi, the senior. 1 minute to go. 34-17. Homestead leads over the West Bend West Spartans. Pearson tried to jump the route on the pass. Well, football terminology for you, but came up empty. Clock winds to under a minute to go here in the first half. Highlanders lead by 17. About a 15-footer there for Zoe Miller. That is air ball, no good. Homestead runs down the ball. Natalie Miller now has it far corner. And Natalie Miller dials up her third three-pointer of the first half. She's got 10, and the Highlanders now open up a 20-point lead with 25 seconds to go here in the first half. Paige Guzzi gets it into the front court, gets it to Kira. Kira, long shot, hits off the backboard. Homestead has it. They're going to quickly move into the front court. They can hold for the last shot if they want to. Now they slow it down. Delaney Buzzle has the top of the 3. 5 seconds left. Long 3 by the Highlanders. No off the mark. West comes down with it. Got time to get it off. Counts. Oh! It would count if it was good. Gets off the back iron and no good. So that's first half is in the books here at the Acuity Fieldhouse in West Bend on the campus of the West Bend High Schools. The Homestead Highlanders lead at 37-17. We'll be back for the second half of West Bend West Girls Basketball and the Homestead Highlanders. Back here at the Acuity Fieldhouse on the campus of the West Bend High Schools. Second half between the Homestead Highlanders and the West Bend West Girls Spartans. It's Homestead 37-17 as we get set for the second half of this one. Quick rundown of the scores in the first half. Leading the way for the Highlanders is Natalie Miller with 10 points. Madison Fitzgibbon has 8, and Delaney Buzzle has 6. For the Spartans, just 2 players found the scoring sheet in the first half. That was Lexi Williams with 13 points, and then Kira Guzzi, has 4. Back underway, Lexi Williams just on cue, puts up a shot, can't get that one to fall. West comes down with the rebound. Now it's Nakira Pearson. Now Williams with the left-hand dribble down the baseline, spins it, has to push it out of the double team. West struggles to handle the basketball, but they hold on to it. Now it's Sarah Raymer, 3-ball in front of her bench, and Sarah Raymer has her first 3 of the game and her first basket of the game. Good opening possession here for the Spartans, 37-20, just underway here in the second half. A little switch on defense here for West. Natalie Miller pulls up for a 3, no good. West will come down with the rebound. On that last possession, Natalie Block was guarding Fitzgibbon, where it had been mostly Nakira Pearson for most of the first half. Now the Spartans work their offense. Aforementioned Natalie Block has it, guarded by Natalie Miller. Block, bounce pass, dangerous pass, trying to get it to Williams, and she was not a fan of the call. She thought Homestead knocked it out of bounds. And the ball is going to go to Homestead. Lexi Williams has 13 points here so far. Her season high is 21. Cross court, that's to Zoe Miller. Spartans show a little zone here on this possession. Miller at the free throw line. Gets to Buzzle, bounce pass Fitzgibbon, cross court. That's to Odom. Odom gets defended. Pass to Miller. Shot no good, all high off the basket. Homestead is able to retrieve it. Long cross court to Fitzgibbon. Bounce pass underneath. Kick ball by Lexi Williams. And the Homestead Highlanders are going to retain possession. Spartans played a lot of man defense there in the first half. Shown zone here in the first couple possessions here of the second half. Long three-pointer by Odom. No good. Buzzle comes down with the rebound. Now out to Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon puts up the 3. And Fitzgibbon hits her third 3 of the game. She's now into double figures. That is the 21st time she scored in double figures this season in the 22nd game. Her season high is 38, so she's got a long way to go for that. She's at 11. Spartans getting into the front court. Pass knocked away. Fitzgibbon, fast break, layup. That one is good. And 5 quick points here by the Highlanders. Stretches the lead 42-20. 15 and a half left here in the second half. Block trying to get through the full court. Loses the basketball to Odom. Odom steals, and that's an easy 2-pointer. And quickly it is a 7-0 run here by Homestead. Now that's opened up to a 24-point lead with nearly 15 minutes left here in the second half. West able to break the press, then loses the handle. That's Paige Guzzi. Long high court pass, that's to Fitzgibbon. That's another 2 points. Now it's a 9-0 run. 46-20, 14:45 and counting left here in the second half. Kyra Pearson gets in the front court, lost the handles, triple teamed in front of her bench. Now it's double teamed. Tries to get it to Lexi Williams. She turns it over. Long up court pass to Fitzgibbon. Tried to save it from going out of bounds, and that will go out of bounds, and the Spartans will get the basketball. Homestead really turning up the offensive pressure here with a lot of long up-court passes to try and generate fast break points. Now the Goozies share the basketball in the backcourt. Williams, left-hand dribble. She's fouled, trying to drive the baseline. Foul's going to be on Buzzle. That is her second, the first on the team here in the second half. Spartans inbound it. Kenzie Rolfe has the basketball. Now into Paige Guzzi. Nice little pass and shot. Paige Guzzi gets her first basket of the second half. Nice ball movement by the Spartans to generate that basket. Now Homestead. Cross court, now it's a Fitzgibbon, about 4 feet from behind the 3-point line. That one's no good, but Paige Guzzi check that out. It was Kira Guzzi, comes down with the rebound for the Spartans, hands it to Paige. No backcourt pressure here by the Highlanders, so the Spartans get it into the front court. Avelina Wolfe has the ball on the far sideline. Contact at the free throw line, no call. Lexi Williams saves it, now gets it to Wolfe. Homestead converged on her. She's going to go to the line for 2 after the foul. And that's going to be on Delaney Buzzle. That is her third. And she's going to have to sit for a few. As now Lauren Strifling heads over to the scorer's table, gets set to check into the basketball game. Evelina Wolfe, a senior, goes to the line for her first 2 free throw attempts of the game. And she misses the first. Evelina Wolfe is a 35% free throw shooter on the season. She's a senior. Wolfe will get one more, trying to break into the scoring sheet for the Spartans. Wolfe puts up the next one, and she gets that one to go, so Wolfe is now into the scoring sheet. It's a 46-23 lead for the Highlanders at 13:35 left here in the second half. And Zortman over to Fitzgibbon. Nice little pick pass there by Pearson. Pearson goes length of the court. Probably could have slowed down. Can't get the shot to go, but Spartans come out with the scrambled. Now it's Paige Guzzi. She has her second basket of the half. She's got 8 for the game. Homestead works it into the front court. Pearson nearly comes away with another pick, but Homestead retains possession. Now Odom drives the basket. Lots of contact on the way in. She's fouled, and she's going to get 2 shots at the free throw line. And they're going to call Kira Guzzi her first of the game and the first of the half for the Spartans. Timeout by West. And this is going to be a 30-second timeout. On the West Spartans girls basketball team. At the free throw line for Homestead is number 12, Caitlin Odom. She's going to get 2 here. It's her first 2 attempts at the line here so far here tonight. Odom's first free throw hits off the front iron, no good. She'll get one more. She's a decent free throw shooter at 71.4% on the season coming in. She averages 7.6 points per game as a sophomore. Odom's second free throw is good. She's up to 5 points tonight. It's 47-25, 12:50 in counting left here in the second half. And it's Paige Guzzi on the far sideline. Nice drive to the basket. Can't get the first shot to go. Gets her own rebound. Is fouled as she tried to make the second one. Foul is going to be on Caitlin Odom. That's her second, the third on the team. So Paige Guzzi is going to get her first 2 free throw attempts of the night. Paige gets that one to roll in. Paige is a 56% free throw shooter on the season, averaging 8.4 points per game in her freshman season for the Spartans. Paige's second free throw, nothing but nets. Paige Guzzi cracks double figures with that one. She's got 10 of the 27. Lexi Williams has 13 to lead the Spartans. 47-20, 12 and a half left here in the second half between the Highlanders and the Spartans. Both teams have 2 games left in the regular season after tonight before we head into regional play of the WIAA tournament. Pass is turned over. That is to Kira Guzzi. Then her bounce pass is picked off by Odom. Odom now drives the length of the floor. Can't get that layup to go. Lexi Williams flies in for the rebound, and she is fouled as she comes down with the rebound. Grace Zortman. That is her second personal, 4th on the team. Really a nice play by Lexi Williams to fly in there and grab that rebound. So now Mackenzie Rolfe gets the pass, now gets it over to Paige Guzzi. Guzzi breaks off the backcourt pressure. Nice little pass into Lexi Williams, little out of control. Lexi comes down with her rebound. Can't get the second one to go. Underneath, scramble for it. Rolfe now to Williams. Williams comes with finally gets the basket. And she's up to 15. It's a 47-29 game with 11:45 left in the second half. Just good effort underneath by the Spartans to not give up on the play and finally convert the basket after a couple attempts at it. Bounce pass into Strifling. Well guarded. Zone defense here by the Spartans. We've seen a lot of zone by the Spartans here in the second half. We saw a little more man in the first half. And it's to Brandenburg over to the far corner. Now it's to Strifling in the paint. Drop step. Double team, draws the double team. Contact by Nakira Pearson. And that is going to be her third personal foul. Okay, 2 shots at the line here. And it's Lauren Strifling at the line. Makes her first free throw. It's got one more. Strifling is the best free throw shooter on the team at 91.7% coming in. She has now made 10 straight free throws overall. Strifling's second free throw. I must have jinxed her. Brandenburg gets the offensive rebound. And Brandenburg puts the ball back in. It's 15-29, Homestead Highlanders. I must have jinxed Lauren Strifling for that 10 straight free throws comment. Under 11 to go, 50-29, Homestead leads. Pearson tried to shake off a defender, lost the handle, but the ball's going to stay with the Spartans. Delaney Buzzle will check back into the game for the Highlanders. She's got 6 points, but she also has the 3 fouls. Paige Guzzi inbounds it to Pearson in the backcourt. Pearson now brings it across the center court. Pearson looking for someone to hand it off to. Williams, bounce pass. That is the block. Block drives baseline. Looks like the ball was deflected out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Spartans. Bounce pass on the inbound, well defended. Now double team underneath, pass knocked away. West retains possession. They're going to switch the inbound here, and they're going to have Natalie Block inbound it. Paige Guzzi had been doing that most of the ball game. Williams gets it. Had the foot slip out underneath her. Now Paige Guzzi, far three-pointer, no good. Pearson comes down with the three. Block has it. Now to Williams, just outside the three-point arc. Paige Guzzi now drives with her left hand off the glass, and Paige Guzzi has 2. She's now got 12 in the game. Season high is 22. That's Delaney Buzzle, far side. Now that is to Zortman. Can't get that 3 to go. Nortman gets her own rebound, drives the basket off the glass, no good. Spartans, Natalie Block comes down with it. Under 10 to go, 50-31. Homestead leads. Spartan clinging on to hope here in the second half. Ball knocked away. Homestead got it, then Spartans retained it. Now Nakira Pearson. Pearson, about a 6-footer. They're going to call her for the push-off, and it's going to be a foul. And that's going to be Pearson's 4th personal foul. And it's the 3rd on the team. And unfortunately, Nakira Pearson's going to have to go to the bench with that 4th personal foul. Now, I was looking up at this game coming into tonight. One thing I noticed that was just amazing to me, I don't think I've ever seen, is that Homestead this season has scored the same amount of points in the first half and the second half. Unfortunately, that number is not the ones you want. They have scored 666 points in the first half, 666 in the second half of games coming into tonight's game. Hopefully that is not some kind of omen for us later on tonight. Homestead just working the ball. West showing zone. Thought that was a carry on Emma Wolfe, no call. Homestead a little more methodical and slow with the basketball here on this possession. They don't need to rush it. They're up 19 with 8:45 left. Brandon Burke has it, and that's Mackenzie Rolfe in front of her. Not a lot of off-ball movement by Homestead. Going close to a minute on this possession alone. Zoe Miller has it. Now it's to Buzzle. Buzzle decides to pull up a 3, and that one will go. That's her first basket of the second half. She's up to 9. And the Homestead Highlanders push the lead back over 20 to a 22-point lead, 53-31, just over 8 to go. Spartans quickly into the front court. That is to Kira Guzzi. And there's going to be a foul away from the play. It's going to wave it off, and it's going to go back to the Highlanders with no basket. Check that. Must have been a turnover. I thought it was a foul call. Madison Fitzgibbon brings it into the front court. That's to Emma Wolfe. Now Fitzgibbon has it in between the circles. Buzzle sees a double team. Cross court to Natalie Miller. Fitzgibbon pulls up a long three-pointer. She has that range, and she drains it. She's up to 10 here in the second half. She's up to 18 for the game, and it is now a 56-31 lead for the Highlanders. Pass deflected in the backcourt. Kenzie Rolfe has it. Now into Kira Guzzi. Guzzi, high, strong shot off the glass, no good. Page gets the rebound, fouled. She's going to go to the line for 2. And Madison Fitzgibbon is going to get called for the foul, her first, the 5th on the team here in the second half. Fitzgibbon has 10 points here in the second half, 18 for the game. Her season high is 38. Paige Guzzi puts up her first free throw, and then she is good. She is 3 of 3 at the line so far here tonight. She's up to 13 for the game. 22 is her season high, coming in at 56% free throw shooter. One more for Paige. Page's second shot, and gets the nice friendly roll. Looked a little short, but then gets the friendly roll of the home iron. He gets that one to fall in. 56-33 Homestead. 7:20 left here in the second half, and growing. Now it's Emma Wolfe. Wolfe pulls to the right to their shot. About a 15-footer. That's no good. Battle underneath. Homestead still comes back with it. And she's going to get fouled as Emma Wolfe. And it looks like that's going to be on Kira Guzzi on the push-off underneath. And it's her second personal. Fourth on the Spartans here in the second half. Buzzle gets the inbound. 3-ball just long. Long rebound. Buzzle comes away with it. Now Madison Fitzgibbon stands about 6 feet behind the three-point line. Now to Natalie Miller. Pulls up a three. Nothing but net for Natalie Miller. That's her first bucket of the second half, her fourth three-pointer. And it is now 59-33, and the Spartans are going to take a 30-second timeout with 6:46 left here in the second half. Back here at the Acuity Fieldhouse on the campus of the West Bend High Schools. 6:46 left here in the second half of girls basketball between the Spartans of West Bend West and the Highlanders of Homestead in the red. Homestead leads this one 59-33. Again, 6:46 left here in the second half. Spartans will get the basketball here as we resume the play out of the timeout. Paige Guzzi gets it to Kira. Kira guarded by Natalie Miller. Now Kira gets it to the kick. Let's say that's of Evelina Wolfe. Couldn't get that shot to go. Homestead trying to push this one up the floor. Good effort on the backside by the Spartans to try and knock that one away. They're down 26, but they're still playing hard. Credit to the Spartans for doing that. Homestead's going to keep the ball, but again, really just a good effort by Spartans to try and create the turnover. Wholesale changes here by the Spartans. Among those back in is the Kyra Pearson. She's got 4 fouls, so she has to be careful. Now it's Caitlin Odom. Finally gets it now to Natalie Miller from Fitzgibbon on the inlet pass. Loose ball underneath. That is Evelina Wolfe coming away with the loose ball, and the Spartans will go back on offense. Pearson has some space. She tries to get into the front court. Homestead collapses quickly. Bounce pass to Paige Guzzi, loses the handle. Homestead quickly pushes the ball up the floor. Little too far for Fitzgibbon, and the ball's going to go back to the Spartans underneath the basket. And both teams have 2 games left in the regular season after this one. Both will play on Tuesday the 15th and Thursday the 17th. Homestead will play host to Grafton at 11-4 in a conference and play at Cedarburg with likely the North Shore Conference on the line. As for the Spartans, they go to Hartford on the 15th and then finish here at home against Port Washington before the AA state tournament play gets underway. 5:30 left in the second half. Still 59-33. Checking into the game for the first time is Sam Eckert. She's a freshman. Wearing number 24 is Eckert. Bounce pass to Buzzle. Out to Fitzgibbon. Thought about the three. Now to Odom. Odom puts up the three. No good. Natalie Miller gets the rebound underneath. And Miller gets the basket. She's up to 15 points tonight. That's 3 players for the Highlanders in double figures, just like there was when these 2 teams last played on January 7th when 3 players were in double figures in that game. It's now 61-33, 5 minutes to go here in the second half. Kick ball. Ball's going to stay with the Spartans. Wholesale changes here for the Highlanders. Among those checking into the game for the first time is Ajala Harris. Ajala is a senior, averaging 0.7 points per game. She's just one of 2 seniors on this team. The other senior is Stella Kim, and we haven't seen much of Stella Kim throughout this evening. Again, on the bench, and she may not actually be in uniform, so I'm not 100% sure. But those are the 2 seniors for the Highlanders who don't see a lot of action. So the Highlanders at 18-3 have good chance to be really good for the next couple of seasons with such a lot of underclassmen on their team. That was to Zortman. Oh, there's Kim. She just checked into the game. Kim Brandenburg, bounce pass, another kick ball. Homestead's going to hold on to it. Homestead came into this game 18-3 overall. That is their best mark in over the last 20 years. They've had two 18-win seasons over those last 20 seasons. They get one tonight. They will eclipse that mark and move to 19-3 and 15-1 in the North Shore Conference as we get into the home stretch of the regular season. On the far side, that is to Harris. Harris loses the handle. Pearson tried to save it, but tosses it out of bounds. Homestead's going to keep it, 61-33, just over 4 minutes to go here in the second half. Again, Spartans finish with the Orioles in Hartford on Tuesday the 15th, and they're back here at home to finish off the regular season against the Pirates of Port Washington before regional tournament play starts for the WIA State Tournament. Zortman guarded by Pearson to Kim on the far side. Kim well guarded by Bach to Zortman. Now to Brandenburg, thinking about a three, decides against it. Now to Kim here in the near corner. West in zone. Now it's Strifling to Brandenburg on the far side. Zortman tries to shake a defender, drives with the right hand. Foul on her way to the basket. Not sure if it's going to be a shooting foul. Foul's going to be on Lexi Williams, and it is going to be a shooting foul. So Zortman's going to go to the line for her first two free throw attempts of the game. Zortman is a 59.5% free throw shooter on the season. And Grace Zortman makes that first one. She is now 1 for 1. Zortman averages 5.6 points per game. She's got 5 here tonight. She makes this one. She'll have a chance to eclipse that mark. That ball was in and out, and it pops out to Mikaira Pearson. Pearson quickly into the front court. Okay. Mikaira puts it short rim, gets her own rebound, and is fouled underneath. Pearson is going to go to the line for 2. And Grace Zortman gets called for the foul. That's her third, 6th on the team. So one more foul by the Highlanders will put the Spartans in the bonus for the final 3:16. Pearson off on her first free throw. Pearson is just a 28.6% free throw shooter on the season. Fortunately, an area she struggled here tonight. Let's see if she can get the second one here. Pearson, high arcing shot, gets that one to go. And Kyra Pearson gets into the score sheet. 62-34, Highlanders, 3:10 left here in the second half. Long cross-court pass to Kim, quickly now to Harris. Harris just inside the three-point line. Harris gets the 2-point basket, her first 2 points of the game. And that's actually her first set of points since December 17th against Port Washington. It is now a 30-point lead for the Highlanders with 2:55 left in the second half. Inbound quickly, Lexi Williams. Nice inbound shot up off the glass. Williams gets the 2, she's fouled. She's going to go to the line for the 3-point play. Strifling is called for the foul. It's her third, the 7th on the team for the Highlanders. So the Spartans are in the bonus the rest of the way. Williams' first free throw on the 3-point play. Bounces off the rim a couple times. Can't get that one to go. Actually, up to 17 points tonight, nearly half of the Spartans' points tonight. Kim, bounce pass to Brandenburg on the far side. Zortman has it. Now Kim just inside the center circle. Strifling in pass to Harris. Harris, they tried the backdoor cut. Spartans got there nicely. Now jumping the pass is Guzzi. That's Paige Guzzi. Can't get that one to go. Nice little defensive play by Paige Guzzi. Brandenburg's going to get the foul. It's her second, 8th on the team. Paige Guzzi's going to go to the line. She's 4 for 4 so far in that category tonight. Make that 5 for 5. Paige is up to 15 points. A few points short of her season high, which is 22. A couple new faces checking in for the Homestead Highlanders is number 4, Anissa Barnett. She's a freshman, averaging 0.8 points per game. Paige Guzzi gets a second free throw, and that one will go. Paige 6 for 6 at the free throw line. here tonight. Drops now to 64-38 is the deficit for the Spartans. Kim, bounce pass now into Striffling while guarding the paint. Nice backdoor pass to Anissa Barnett, and Barnett finds the score sheet, and she gets her first 2 points of the night. 64-40. Oop, check that. 66-38. They had the mark for the wrong team. So that was Kira Guzzi driving the basket. Foul's going to be on Anissa Barnett. So Kira Guzzi is going to go to the line. She's going to get the 1-and-1 here. I'll check that. It was 2 free throws. Okay. So she misses the first. She's got a chance for 1 more. She's a 49% free throw shooter on the season. Here a second free throw. That one falls off the rim, no good. Under 2 minutes to go, 66-38. Homestead with the lead. Homestead into the front court. Harris has it just inside the 3-point line. Striffling at the stripe. Try to get it to Barnett. Homestead slowly working the ball. Now to Kim. Thought about a 3. Now Harris. Bounce pass into Striffling. Nice little pass. A lot of contact underneath. No call. West comes away with it. 1.5 to go. 66-38. Homestead leads the Spartans. Mackenzie Rolfe. Inward pass into the paint. They tried to get it to Seal obstructed. It looks like an Evelina Wolfe. Pass just too long, goes out of bounds. Lexi Williams checks into the game, and checking in for the first time tonight for the Spartans is freshman number 24, Sam Eckert. Eckert has seen action in 11 games this season and scored just 2 points, and did that in the Spartans game against Rufus King back on December 30th. All right, 1 minute to go here in the second half. The Homestead Highlanders on their way to their 19th win of the season, the most wins this program has had over the last 20 years. Striffling has in front of her bench. Homestead not in a real rush to try and score here. Striffling cross court to Stella Kim. It's to Emma Wolfe, back to Kim. And Striffling on the far side. 35 seconds left here. That's Barnett on the far side. Bounce pass to try to Harris. Battle for it. Loose ball. It's going to call for the jump ball. Possession arrow favors Homestead. Checking in now for the Spartans here with 27 seconds left is freshman number 3, Maddie Bell, appearing in her 12th game of the season. Again, she's a freshman. Barnett, 3-ball, short. Battle for it, coming down with the rebound. That is Sarah Raymer. Raymer into the front court, 15 seconds left. Homestead on their way to win number 19 for the season. Well, the Spartans are on their way to dropping to 3-18 overall, heading into their final 2 games of the regular season. And Homestead is going to lightly dribble this one into the front court, and that's going to do it for tonight. Homestead Highlanders move to 19-3, their best record over the last 20 seasons for the Highlanders. And they maintain that 1 loss in conference that keeps them in line to play Cedarburg for the conference championship on February 17th. Your final score here tonight from the Acuity Fieldhouse on the campus of West Bend High Schools. The Homestead Highlanders 66, West Bend West Spartans 38. This is Nick Detman for West Bend Community Television. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good night, everyone.